Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It takes quite a knife to get me super, super excited these days, because I've just handled so many. But this is one of them. When they're really hard to get, really rare, they tend to kind of take me to a different level. And this one is one of those ones. This is an Onyx from Scott Hansen. And it took me, we'll just say, quite the effort. And what happened, which was unfortunate, was I handled it at, this is kind of a funny way of doing it. Love it, using a knife, a phone box for the knife. I handled this Hansen at the Pacific Northwest Invitational Knife Show. And I was like, dude, that's really nice. And his prices were reasonable. But I didn't know how limited his work was. It's like very limited that he does not do this and make them readily available. Even as like a custom knife maker, it's very limited. So here we go. I finally tracked one down from an owner that had posted about it. And just say that I'm very, very excited. And what's pretty cool about this one, there you go, Hansen Knives, made in Tennessee, is this one was made in 12 of 2019. So it's an older one, and I had only handled some newer ones, so I was really excited to get this in hand, suffice to say. And it looks beautiful, just like the ones at the show. Different slightly, like I don't remember there being quite such contouring on the edges at the show. I could be wrong, but let's see what we think. Probably move this out of here. Ooh, excellent. This is one of the things I remember now from the show, because it's been a few weeks since I handled one, almost a month now, I guess. Was that it was this rare kind of combo of the ability to, ooh, that is nice, open it up and wheel it out. So I really like his detent. Now it felt a little light there. I want to say the ones, it's pretty good. Thought maybe the ones at the show were a little stronger in the detent, but overall it feels really good. And obviously this has a beautiful Nichols Intrepid Damascus, which even takes it up to another level, because the ones at the show that I was really digging were hand rubbed satin. So that's even more beautiful there. I think the ones at the show also had a similar Damascus pocket clip. Looks like it'll do the job. It's ooh, I don't even think I realized just how cool that backspacer was too from the pictures that I had seen. So that's pretty neat there. Let's get a little close up of this whole Damascus section here. Man, this thing's in beautiful condition for being from 2019. I think it went through a spa back with Hansen at some point, and it honestly looks just like new. Really cool thumb studs on it too. Kind of neat looking there. That thing just looks beautiful. Let's see how the edge is. Perfect edge on it. This is awesome. I am so thrilled with this. And these are slab. I think the ones at the show may have had relief in there or lightning. They may have been milled out inside. I'm not sure. I'd have to go ask an acquaintance that has the one from the show that I really wanted. But it's not too heavy. It's got a nice little weight to it because it's kind of a smaller knife. So sometimes it's nicer on a smaller knife to have a little bit of weight to it. Let's take a look. I'm gonna feel this out at 4 ounces, 4 1/4 ounces there. So a little light on the detent, maybe. That'd be the one thing. And I don't really remember the exact actions of the one the show. What I do remember was that the wheel out on the show knives was really nice. Sorry, let me get focused here. And that was one of the things that really stood out to me, which is, to me, if it's a thumb stud knife or like a thumb hole, having a really nice wheel out is pretty essential. Like, Kind of shocking to me how many of them are pretty bad at that, because it's really the go-to deployment, right? Now the question I had on this one, and the seller wasn't even sure because he hadn't taken it down, is whether it's bearings or washers. So let's see if we can see that here. I may need to shed a little light on the subject. It looks like it's washers. Looks like it's washers. I could be wrong though. Sometimes, you know, it gets, the balls in the bearing are embedded in something. I think it's washers though. Really looks like it. It may be easier for you to see. I'm looking at it on a small phone. You're probably looking at this on a 26-inch monitor, or a 70-inch TV or something like that. But I'm pretty sure this one's running on washers, and it feels like it's washers. So that would not be surprising if so. So aside from, I'd say the deployment like that being a little hard because the detent's not super strong. What's cool about this, by the way, is you can put quite a bit of lock bar pressure on there. It still comes out with no problem. And that's just a magical thing to me. I think that may have been one of the things I was picking up on at the show that I really liked. I do not like it when a knife is susceptible to lock bar pressure on a titanium frame lock. That to me is extremely unrefined and, I don't want to say careless engineering. There's obviously going to be some level of issue with that, right? That's just how a titanium frame lock is. But yeah, it's not ideal. So this one does not have that, and that is really nice. And the reverse flick, fantastic, because you can get that extra momentum on a reverse flick. So that's really good here. That detent is pretty darn sweet too. Sorry that the light is just, what's happening is my background is really light and the knife is dark, so it's having trouble focusing. Yeah, really nice on that detent, the way it pulls it in. Well, sweet. So excited to finally have one of Scott Hansen's knives in the collection. That was not easy. That took quite a bit of work, frankly, to get one. And I am just thrilled to finally have one, because it kind of felt like it might be one of those ones you just don't get. You know, you could always go pay crazy money to someone to get something, but, you know, to me, it's like you got to draw the line somewhere as a collector. So I'm not big on paying people stupid money on the secondary for these kinds of knives. So anyways, that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.